following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Welcome back to WFMS 1290 on your dial. Here is our host for the evening, Mr. Andrew Tall.
Thank you. Good evening, friends. I have a very special story to tell you about lasting impressions. A dentist's office is the strangest place to meet your soulmate. That's where I met my wife, Ellen. The year was 1927, and I started to see my Uncle Victor at his dental practice on Main Street here in Nashua. Hi, Andrew, he said when I stepped into his office. I'd like you to meet my patient, Ellen. She was receiving a fluoride treatment at the time, so she's turned red and grunted what may have been a high. Embarrassing, yes, but she still looked so cute, so I hung around and waited for her to get through. I was a little shaky to approach her, but I got the nerve up and invited her to the Yankee Flyer for a Coke. And the rest, I say, is history. Ellen and I have been married today for 30 of the best years of my life. And happy anniversary, Ellen. Now, for your listening pleasure, the FMS singers singing A Tisket a Tasket.
You with a place of your own and married to Dorothy?
Ah, it's true, all right. Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
Well, I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time.
Now, here we are.
Oh, what a charming place this is.
Dorothy's probably on needles and pins waiting for me to get you here. Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim, look.
What? Where?
It's on the living room floor. It's Dorothy, dead.
Mr. Brooks, I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can, Inspector.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Mr. Brooks, while we're waiting for some information I phoned for, I want you to tell me exactly what happened this morning.
Well, there's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were quite excited, expecting Alice, that is Miss Manning, here to visit us from Chicago. I was to wait until she called me at the office.
And you were there all morning?
Yes, until Miss Manning's train arrived. Came out here.
I had written Mrs. Brooks to tell her that I would call Jim at the office as soon as I arrived. The train was an hour late. Maybe if I had been here earlier, it may have prevented this.
Well, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Mrs. Brooks was sitting here in a chair, putting red polish on her fingernails, when she was shot from behind. Polish was spilled all over the carpet, and she was still holding a tiny brush in her hand. She must have recognized her attackers since she did not instantly die. She printed these three initials on the floor with her polish. D-O-C.
D-O-C? I wish we could tell whose initials she was trying to reveal.
Are you sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit it?
I can't.
Oh!
Yes, Miss Manning. Can you think of somebody with those initials?
Well, D-O-C spells Doc, and it's Mr. Brooks' nickname.
Why, it can't be.
Yes, Mr. Brooks.
I haven't been called Doc for over 2 years. It was a nickname I picked up in school. My wife didn't like the name and never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You've got to believe me, Inspector. It's the truth.
Well, that we'll see. Just a minute. Hello? Yes, Green. Yes? I see. Well, it's all set up then. Anyway, thanks. Well, you both will be happy to know our little murder is solved.
Oh, then it wasn't Doc after all.
No, Miss Manning, it wasn't Doc. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Dorothy Brooks.
Why did the inspector arrest Miss Manning for the murder of Mrs. Brooks? In a moment, we'll hear. But first, this. And now back to our story. How dare you arrest me? I was still on the train.
Your train wasn't late, Miss Manning. The phone call just verified the fact. You came out here, murdered Mrs. Brooks, returned to the station, and called Mr. Brooks to pick you up. That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. Too bad you didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called Doc when you printed those letters on the carpet. The next time you leave a name as a clue to throw suspicion, you better get the name right. But of course, there won't be a next time. Will there, Miss Manning?
Join us again next time for another chance to solve a 5-minute mystery.
Grandpa Jonah here with some of the latest hints. I was out in the backfield today and we devised a little invention for your pole beams. We stretched out some twine about 20 feet at a time and took some strapping dug, the strapping about every 5 feet. We planted one, then took the twine and wrapped it around pole to pole. Make sure the tightest twine is tight between poles so the vines can grow up. And wrapped around the twine. This also makes it easier to weed. When debugging your gardens, do not cross over your fields till you check yourself for sneaky pests who want to travel. If you are new to farming and gardening, make sure you chart your plant rotation. I received some very helpful hints in the mail today. Mr. Keller says, for pest control, scatter elder leaves over your cabbage to keep the bugs away. Mrs. Keller wrote, plant your corn after the first woodpecker appears. We are getting to the end of my time, but here's a little aid. Without a doubt, a leisurely walk in the woods lift your spirits and will lower your pressure. Keep those letters coming in. Good night, folks. This was Grandpa Jonah. See you next week.
Thank you, Uncle Jonah, for that wonderful advice. And now our own FMS singer is singing Three Little Fishies.
Down in the meadow where the little bitty pool lives, 3 little fishies and a mama fishy too. Swim, said the mama fishy, swim if you can. And they swam all over the dam. Boop, boop, didn't I want 'em, shh. Boop, boop, didn't I want 'em, shh. Boop, boop, didn't I want 'em, shh. And they swam all over the dam. Stop, said the mama fishy, or you'll get lost. But the 3 little fishies didn't want to be lost. The 3 little fishies went off on a spree, and they swam right out to the sea. Boop, boop, didn't I want 'em, shh. Boop, boop, didn't I want 'em, shh. Boop, boop,
new. It's amazing. It's Pearl. Pearl. Brown & Brook's new Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube. Pearl brings to you The Life of Riley. Pearl, the shampoo that removes unsightful dandruff in as little as 3 minutes and leaves hair radiantly clean, radiantly lovely, presents The Life of Riley with Andrew Tall as Riley. Well, Thursday was Thanksgiving, as that fresh cranberry stain on your vest will indicate. And today we find Chester A. Riley, thankful that it's all over. But a few days before Thanksgiving, Riley was singing a different tune as he was walking home from work with his friend, neighbor, and co-worker, Jim Gillis.
Hey, wait, Gillis. Let's go down the street here. I gotta pick up our Thanksgiving turkey at Al's Meat Market.
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me. My honeybee told me to pick ours up.
Great guy, Al. You know, at our house, all 4 of us like the drumstick. Nobody likes the whatchamacallit. So this year, Al promised to give me a turkey with 4 drumsticks.
How is that possible? 1 turkey with 4 drumsticks?
Yeah. Well, with Al, it's easy. Some other customer gets a turkey with no drumsticks and 2 whatchamacallits. You know, I love Thanksgiving. Gillis?
Yeah, me too. It's nice to stay home and bask on the bosom of the family.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky compared to other guys. We got something to be thankful for. After all, we've got our health.
Yeah, that's something to be thankful for.
We each got fine kids and married to 2 fine, plain, home-loving girls.
Yeah, that's something to be thankful for.
You know, Gillis, we might have married a couple of flashy dames just for the looks. You know the type, those luscious blondes with the gorgeous figures. But we didn't.
That's something to be thankful for.
And that ain't all. I'm thankful for the good friends I got. Like you, Gillis. A guy couldn't ask for no better friend than you. You're wonderful.
I love you too, Riley. I feel like we're more than just friends. We're brothers.
We're more than brothers. We're sisters. Under the skin. I'll never forget what you did the time our house burned down and we had no place to live.
What did I do? So I let your family live in my house for a couple weeks. Any noble type of person would have done the same.
Yeah, but you only charge us $4 a day, the ceiling price.
Well, one good turn deserves another. I was just paying you back for that time 5 years ago when I needed that blood transfusion to save my life. I never forgot how you offered your blood.
Oh, it was nothing. I just called up the blood bank and told them to give you a pint out of the quart I gave them.
I know, Riley, but it ain't the blood. It's the thought behind it.
Gillis, I got a great idea. Why don't you and your family have Thanksgiving dinner at our house? We'll all give thanks together.
Hey, that's a superb idea. I'll bring all of our turkey and all the trimmings.
Great. Oh boy, what a Thanksgiving we'll have. 2 turkeys, 2 dishes of cranberry sauce, 2 boats of gravy, 2 pumpkin pies, and 2 big cigars to smoke after dinner.
Chester Riley, how could you go invite the Gillises for Thanksgiving dinner without telling me? I like to feed my guests, and we only got 1 small turkey.
Relax, Peg, relax. I also invited their turkey.
Oh. Oh, no. It's not right to let guests bring food. Now we'll buy another turkey.
Dumpling, it's a real holiday spirit. When we sit down and eat, it won't be their food or our food. It'll be all for one and everybody for himself. We'll have fun.
Well, I don't mind Mr. Gillis, but Mrs. Gillis is an awful pill.
Now, see here, Babs. You're talking about my best friend's wife. Honeybee Gillis is not a pill.
Pop's right. She's long and skinny. She's more like a capsule.
Junior.
You watch that fresh talk, Junior. You ain't getting so big that I can't get your mother to spank you.
I'm sorry, Pop, but that Egbert Gillis is murder, and when he sits down to the table, he eats like a wolf.
I said stop it. Just remember that wolf happens to be the cub of my best friend. Now it's all settled. The Gillises are coming to dinner. My head's made up.
Hey, hurry up, Riley. We'll be late for work.
So anyway, Gillis, when I told Peg and the kids that you and the family would come over for Thanksgiving dinner, they were thrilled. You know what they said?
How should I know what they said? I ain't the kind had an next door neighbor that goes around eavesdropping.
Well, they said, Riley, that's a wonderful idea.
Oh, fine. And tell that junior not to worry. I'll see that my Egbert don't eat like a wolf.
Gillis, you heard.
Well, ever since that cut-rate dentist filled my tooth with copper, my ears pick up like a radio. Now, come on. If we're late once more this month, the boss will blow his top.
Quit worrying. Mr. Stevenson went out of town for Thanksgiving.
Oh, no. He's staying here. Only his family went away. The chauffeur told me.
Oh, well then. We better snap it up.
Hiya, fellas.
Hi, Sharky.
Hiya.
Heard the news, Butkin quit his job.
You mean the foreman, Benzedrine Butkin?
Yeah,
No kidding. Who's going to be the new foreman?
nobody knows yet. Stevenson is gonna announce somebody after Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a great job. I wonder who's gonna get it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Every guy in the plant is angling for it. All sorts of schemes going on. Well, I gotta go, fellas.
Hey, Sharky, what's that you got wrapped in the newspaper?
Oh, this?
Yeah?
Just some petunias I picked up for the boss desk.
Ain't that disgusting, Riley? What some guys won't do just to butter up the boss.
Positively sickening. Now, me, I don't mind putting 8 hours of hard work for Stevenson, and I'll gladly work overtime for time and a half. But when it comes to playing up to him, I draw the line. That's when I revolt.
I'm with you, pal. I'll revolt too.
Yes, sir, we're both revolting.
Hello, Stevenson speaking.
Hello, boss. This is Gillis. I just heard you're going to be a bachelor on Thanksgiving. Me and the family would love to have you break bread on us.
Well, say, that's awfully nice of you, Gillis. I think I can... Hold on a moment, will you? My other phone's ringing. Hello?
Hello, boss. This is Riley. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for dinner on Thanksgiving?
You invited Mr. Stevenson?
Well, sure. He'll let me know definite tomorrow, but he'll come. Yes, sir. I ought to get that foreman's job, Dumpling, and this will quench it.
How?
While you're stuffing his stomach with turkey, I'll be stuffing it with his head on how good I am.
Oh, but you can't do that, especially with the Gillises here.
All the Gillises won't be here. I'll invite them.
Well, you can't do that. It isn't fair.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of double-crossed. But this may be the break of my lifetime. And after all, I'm not double-crossing just anybody. I'm doing it to my best friend.
But honeybee, don't you get it? I invite the big boss here to dinner. I get in good with him, and the next day I'm foreman.
But you promised to go to the Rileys.
Oh, I'll get out of that hooch face. This is a crucial thing. Now leave everything to me, vision of loveliness. Hey, Riley.
Oh, hiya, Gillis. I was coming over to see you, pal.
I was just coming over to see you, Riley, my friend.
Listen, chum. About this joint Thanksgiving dinner over at my joint, I was thinking.
That's funny, Riley. So was I.
Yeah, I thought maybe we ought to call it off.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, you see, Gillis, I figured the best way to keep our friendship going is to not get too friendly.
Well, you got a good point there in your head.
In fact, it's very dangerous to get together Thanksgiving. I can just see what's going to happen. You'll come over with your wife and Egbert and your turkey. And there's my wife and kids and our turkey. Very crowded.
Where am I sitting?
On the piano stool. Very uncomfortable. And everybody's nerves are on edge. First thing you know, my junior says to you, Egbert, "Hey, Egghead, don't you like a wolf?"
Yeah, and then my Egbert takes poke at your junior and gives him a bloody nose.
Right. And then my wife comes in and takes one look at Junior and yells, "Junior, wipe that cranberry sauce off your face."
But then she finds out what happened, so she turns on my honeybee.
That's right. And Peg says, "Really, honeybee, you might teach that brat of yours some manners." And then naturally, your honeybee turns on my Peg.
Well, naturally. And she tells your wife off good.
And then I gotta stick up a Peg, so I say, "Pipe down, honeybee. You're nothing but a pill." And that gets you sore, Gillis.
Why, that's what I always say. Oh, yeah, I'm burning up. So I say, "See here, Riley, I'm the only one that can insult my wife. And then I pick up a turkey leg and throw it at you.
And then I throw whatchamacallit at you.
Right in the eye. I get it. So I say to you, listen, you big baboon, eh?
Who's a big baboon, Gillis? I say.
You are, you weasel, I say.
Well, if that's the way you feel, beat it. Go on. Take your wife and your kids and your turkey and your stuffing.
Okay, I'm going. You know, that's the way it's gonna be, Riley. You better call this dinner off.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gillis.
Well, so long, pal.
So long, chum. Happy Thanksgiving. We need some more rivets, Gillis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, quitting time, Riley.
Okay. You know, I'm sure glad we called off our Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, much better. We should each have a quiet dinner with no headaches, except our wives.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, Riley. Riley?
Mr. Stevenson, eh?
What's he doing in the shop?
Riley, I want to thank you again for your invitation for Thanksgiving dinner.
Why, you double-crossing snake.
And Gillis, I want to thank you for your invitation.
Gillis, why, you're a bigger snake than I am.
Well, what's the trouble, boys?
So that's why you want to get out of our joint dinner.
Well, what about you?
Wait a minute, boys. Were you planning to have Thanksgiving dinner together?
Well, yes, only we.
Well, fine. That solves everything. I can accept both of your invitations at the same time. So go right ahead with your original plans and count me in. See you tomorrow at 3.
What a revolting development this is.
But Jimsy, I thought your boss was coming here for dinner.
No, Sakar and Lips, that's all changed now. We're all gonna eat at Riley's.
Oh, but Egbert's been invited to Artie Mayer's house.
Good. Maybe it's better my boss don't see our Egbert. Things are tough enough.
Well, all right. We'll go even if it is Riley's house. You can still drop a few hints about the foreman's job.
Oh no, that's out. Riley and me made an honorable deal, and Hinton wouldn't be croquet.
I guess you're right. It's not the honest thing to do.
But I got a better plan. We're bringing a turkey, and Riley's got a turkey. But what do we need 2 turkeys for?
Why, yes. One will be enough for 7 people, especially the portions Riley serves.
So, I'll sell our gobbler and buy a box of his favorite cigars. That'll put us in solid.
Oh, Jimsy, you're so clever.
But Dumpling, it's so simple. Gillis is bringing a turkey, and we got a turkey. What do you need 2 turkeys for?
Well, yes, it is a lot, and today with the food shortage.
Sure. So I'll sell our turkey and buy the boss a cigar lighter. It's patriotic to save food, and the boss will love me for the lighter.
Well, now wait, Riley.
Poor Gillis. I bet he'd love to borrow my brain.
Well, I don't like it, Riley. It's underhanded, and it's just not fair.
You know, Peg, but you don't understand. This is business, and in the business world, it's like a jungle. Beast against beast. The only way you can get ahead. So, don't worry. When I'm foreman, you'll give thanks that you're married to a beast like me.
We'll hear the second act of The Life of Riley in a moment.
Say, Nora, millions are asking for Pearl. Brown and Brooks, Radiant Cream Shampoo and Handy Tube.
Of course, Pearl's popular for 2 reasons.
First, Pearl leaves hair more radiant than any soap or soap shampoo because Pearl can't leave a dulling soap film.
Second, Pearl's a wonder for unsightly dandruff. Yes, Pearl removes such dandruff in as little as 3 minutes. Examinations by a group of doctors proved it. In case after case, even stubborn dandruff was controlled only by 2 Pearl shampoos a week.
And that Handy Pearl tube's popular too. No messy jars, no waste or spill.
A little makes a mountain of lather, so for hair radiantly clean, hair free of unsightly dandruff ask for
P-E-A-R-L, Pearl shampoo leaves hair clean and bright.
And now back to the life of Riley, with Andrew Tall as Riley.
Well, I got the table all set.
Oh, it looks beautiful, Babs. Hey, where's the carving knife?
Here it is, Pop.
I wonder if it's sharp enough. Junior, bend your head down.
Riley, for heaven's sake.
Well, don't get excited. I just want one hair.
Now, who left the door open like that? Oh, shut that, eh?
No, leave it open.
Why, Daddy?
Well, Gillis will have his hands be so full carrying his turkeys. He won't be able to ring the bell.
Oh, don't be silly. Shut up, Babs.
Say, I almost forgot the champagne. Where's the champagne?
Oh, here, Daddy.
Junior, empty the ash out of the ashtray bucket and fill it with ice. I'll put the champagne in. I want the boss to have everything like he has at home. All this champagne, great stuff, imported from San Diego.
Oh, that must be the Gillises.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Mr. Gillis, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Gillis.
Come in, Gillis, old pal. Hope you brung your appetite.
Don't worry, Riley. I'll gorge up my quota of victuals.
Hello, Mr. Gillis.
Hi.
Gillis, you're alone.
Oh, no. Honeybee went in through your kitchen.
Through? Oh, naturally.
Boy, that turkey smells delicious.
Oh, yeah, I smell it too. The aroma sure has a wonderful odor.
Oh, I don't smell any turkey.
Well, Peg, where's your nose? Why, the air is reeking with it.
It certainly is. Pardon me while I drool.
Well, I better give Honeybee a hand in the kitchen. Oh, there's Mr. Stevenson's.
Now remember, Gillis, no hint about the job.
Not a word.
Oh, hello. There, everybody. Hello, Mrs. Gillis.
Hello, Honeybee.
Oh, Mr. Stevenson, charmed, simply charmed.
Pleasure to see you, Mrs. Gillis.
Well, shall we sit down, Honeybee?
Yes, by all means, darling.
Well, let's see. You sit here, Mr. Stevenson.
Thank you.
And, let me see now, Honeybee and Mr. Gillis there, and Riley, you sit here.
Yep.
Oh, and Bad and Junior over here.
Yeah, here, Mr. Stevenson. Here, Mr. Stevenson. You do the carving.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that, Riley.
Oh, go on. You're good at cutting salaries. Try on a turkey.
Well, all right. Well, I'm all set. Bring on the turkey.
Okay, bring on the turkey.
Yeah, bring on the turkey.
All right, Honeybee, bring on the turkey.
Certainly. Where is it, Peggy dear?
Why, in the kitchen, where you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere. Where'd you put it, darling?
Something wrong, folks?
Why, well, don't worry, boss. We'll track it down. Gillis, where's the turkey you brought?
Oh, I didn't tell you. I didn't bring any.
You didn't?
Well, where's the turkey you had?
Oh, well, that's right. I didn't tell you. We ain't got it.
Oh.
You see, we thought you were... Oh,
Oh, dear.
Oh, my.
Well, now,
Jimsy, run down to the decoration and see if you can get some turkey. Hurry.
Okay, sit tight. Excuse me a minute, folks.
Riley, say something.
Yeah. I read in a magazine once that sardines have more vitamins than all...
how's, school coming, Junior, eh?
Fine, Mr. Stevenson.
Nice weather for Thanksgiving, isn't it, eh? I wonder how Cornell will make out against Penn. I was thinking of going to see the new play at the Madison tonight. I hear it's a turkey. Oh. Oh, come on now, folks. Just because there's been a little mishap with the turkey doesn't mean we all have to be so glum. Who wants this carving knife?
Oh, you can't imagine how embarrassed I am, Mr. Stevenson.
Well, please, don't be. Worse things can happen.
Yeah, the boss is right. Why, if someone walked in now and saw us sitting here like this, they'd think it was a funeral.
Speak for yourself, John.
Digger, it's you!
Yes, it is I, Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker. You're looking fine, very hungry.
Why didn't you ring the bell, Digger?
Oh, I came in through the kitchen. You see,
This is my boss, Mr. Carl Stevenson. Boss, Digger Odell.
How do you do?
Carl Stevenson. Well, as I live and breathe, if you'll pardon the expression. Glad to know you, sir. One of my dearest cronies was your late Uncle Rufus Q. Stevenson, the pawnbroker.
Oh, yes, yes. Good old Uncle Ruff.
A fine man. He once helped me out of a hole. I always regretted I couldn't do the same for him.
We were gonna have a little Thanksgiving dinner, Digger.
Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, started by the Pilgrims, of one whom my ancestor, Roger Odell.
Really?
Yes, he started the family profession, a stone's throw from Plymouth Rock.
Gee, a pilgrim.
The very day they landed, they were attacked by a ferocious band of Iroquois, and Roger Odell personally made 50 Indians bite the dust.
Wait a minute, Digger. He killed 50 Indians?
No, the others killed them, but Odell made them bite the dust. Well, toodaloo.
Oh, we'd ask you to stay for dinner, Mr. Odell.
Oh, no, thank you. My family and I were invited at last minute to be the guests of J.J. Gabriel.
Oh, yeah. He's the biggest undertaker.
Oh, yes, he does land office business.
You're eating at dinner at his place?
I have to for business reasons. So I brought you over our turkey, all cooked and ready to serve.
Digger, you brought us a turkey?
Yes, I laid it out in the kitchen.
Digger, you saved my life.
I did? Well, after all, it is a holiday.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Odell.
I really must go. Gabriel is waiting for me outside, eh? That's Gabriel now, and you know me. When Gabriel blows his horn, I come a-running. Well, cheerio. I better be shoveling off, eh?
Boy, Digger sure saved your life with this turkey, eh?
Yeah.
Gillis, can't you be quieter? You sound like a super chief.
Upon my word, Miss Riley, I haven't had a meal like this in years.
Neither have we. Oh, Junior, why, that's no way to talk.
Don't yell at the boy Dumpling. He only means we can't eat like this every day with the salary I get on the job. I got now, have some more of my turkey, boss, huh?
Hey, Riley, no hinting.
Huh?
Here, boss, have one of my radishes.
No thank you. Really, I...
Have a little more pie. Take mine, eh?
No, take mine. I haven't bitten out of mine yet.
More coffee, boss?
Oh, please, boys, not another morsel. All I want now is to fall into a soft chair and smoke a good cigar.
Oh, well, here, smoke a whole box. With my love, eh?
But, light on with this nifty lighter, right from the heart.
Well, boys, this is very nice of you, but you really shouldn't have done it. I don't expect any presents.
Oh, forget it, boss.
Well, should we go in the other room?
Yeah, No. Wait, let's drink a toast.
Good idea. What will we drink to?
Let's drink to the health and happiness of an informant. Huh?
Oh, then you know, Riley.
Well, I sort of guess.
You know too, Gillis?
Well, I know what a great executive you are, boss. So there's only one man you can pick. Get ready, honey.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, I'm glad you men like the man of my choice. So here's the luck to the new foreman, Joe Beamish.
Joe Beamish?
Joe Beamish?
Yes, Joe Beamish. Fine fellow. Oh, Gillis, hand me that ashtray, please.
Get it yourself.
Don't be rude.
Is something wrong? Riley, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Making Joe Beamish foreman after all we did for you? Some gratitude.
Well, Riley's saying I'm endorsing
When you open up the plan, you can get no help. Who gave up a good job to work for you, eh? We did. But where was Joe Beamish?
Go on, Riley. Give it to him good, right in front of me.
But Riley,
During the war, we could have got better jobs for more pay, but we stuck with you. And where was Joe Beamish then?
he was flying a plane over Germany.
Germany! That's a fine place to be when a war's going on. Oh, that Joe Beamish, the one who was wounded.
Yes, he's out of the hospital now and he uses that artificial leg just fine. Besides that, he has seniority and he's a fine worker.
You couldn't pick a better man, boss.
Sorry if I disappointed you, fellas.
Oh, you didn't, Mr. Stevenson. What Riley says, I agree with it.
Honest, I ain't disappointed either. Joe Beamish deserves the job.
That's the way to talk, dear. I don't mind if you're not foreman.
Oh, sure. Why should you mind, Dumpling? After all, you got plenty to be thankful for. You're still young and good looking. You got a son who's handsome, you got a daughter who's gorgeous, and you got a husband who... Oh. And if there's any more turkey left, I'll have the whatchamacallit.
Well, it ended up a nice dinner after all, didn't it, honeybee?
Oh, simply scrumptious.
And even if we ain't foremen, we're still friends, eh, Riley? Through thick and thin.
Yes, sir, Gillis, and believe me, they don't come any thicker than us.
Brown and Brooks invites you to join us again next week to hear The Life of Riley with Andrew Tall as Riley and Cohen Smith as Gillis.
Wow, great show, players. I'm sure the folks at home enjoyed that. We would like to conclude our show now with the song, When the Saints Go Marching In.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. And when the sun refused to shine. And when the sun refused to shine. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the sun refused to shine. Oh, when they come on Judgment Day. Oh, when they come on Judgment Day. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When they come on Judgment Day. Oh, when I hear the trumpet sound. Oh, when I hear the trumpet sound. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When I hear that trumpet sound.
When Gabriel blows that golden horn, when Gabriel blows that golden horn.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When it blows that golden horn.
When they go through the pearly gates, when they go through them pearly gates.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When they go through the pearly gates.
Oh, when they ring them silver bells. Oh, when they ring them silver bells.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When they ring them silver bells.
And when the angels gather round, and when the angels gather round.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the angels gather round.
Oh, into heaven when they'll go. Oh, into heaven when they'll go.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Into heaven where they go.
And when they're singing hallelujah, and when they're singing hallelujah. Oh,
Lord, I want to be in that number. When they're singing hallelujah. When the Lord is shaking hands.
questions? This has been WFMS. Thank you for listening.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.